just hanging out back here by the fire pit behind the cabin. Man, I'll tell you what, Jerry, today we're doing hack number 2, and this hack is finding good places to go crawfishing.
That's right. Now, every season that I go crawfishing, I love to explore and look for new locations to crawfish. I have actually my favorite honey holes that every year I go put my cages down and we can catch a lot of crawfish in a short period of time. Now, I fish in lakes and also rivers. So if in your area you have a lake or a river you would like to fish in, here are some of the places that I look for. In a river, I look for some slower moving water, some eddies, or kind of around islands in the river. I usually go about 15 feet away from the shoreline to drop. I might be in 10 feet of water or so, 20 feet of water, just depends. That's about what works for me. Also in reservoirs or lakes, I like to look for any ravines that come down where water runs into the reservoir. And I look for rocky areas and muddy areas where they're kind of right next to each other. Those seem to be the best spots. Crawfish like to hide in the rocks. They also like to burrow down in that mud. And those are great
So
spots.
looking for good terrain, and really what you're saying is they need to be crawfish investigators. This is something that we can't do for them, but they're really going to have to get good at. You know, when Jake and I first moved to this area and he was a kid, we didn't know where to go fishing. I think part of investigating is talking to people to try to find out really good spots. Like I called Fish and Game, and they put me onto a lake that was full of crawfish I didn't even know about, and it was really great. So you can talk to Fish and Game. You can also talk to, you know, sporting goods stores. A lot of times they want you to be successful. What other kinds of places can you investigate?
You know, you can check out some bait shops in your local area, and also local fishermen are a great resource of information. Sometimes fishermen don't want to share their favorite honey holes, but they'll certainly let you know and point you in the right direction.
Yeah, sometimes they'll give you a good tidbit. Some of them will share more than others. Dude, check her out. Oh, man. No way. Nice. Oh. Nice.
This is a spot that we've never
right here.
We've never been into yet.
Yeah, we've never even crawfished this spot. Just through. Oh man, look at that. Beautiful.
Cool. Good claws in there.
Beautiful.
All right,
man. Oh, geez, that is pretty. That is nice. Woo! Good job. Jerry, you introduced something to me that was really kind of neat. You told me, and I started looking and it started working for me. What about being a shoreline investigator?
Now this started a few years ago with my mom. We were out fishing on the river and we looked down and saw this gigantic crawfish claw. And I'm like, man, there's got to be some great crawfishing in this area. And that's what really started it. So I started looking for shells along the shoreline, and so that might work for you if you're looking for a place to crawfish. Also, you can find where some of the molts have done, and that would be a good area to crawfish. Now, we also have different seasons that are right to be crawfishing in, and also different regulations.
For sure. Make sure, if you need, find out if you need a fishing license. Find out if you have bag limits in your area. You always want to be, legal with everything and make sure you're following the rules. Man, I'll tell you what. There was one time, the seasons. Sometimes it doesn't even matter if there is a season set by Fish and Game or anything. One time I was fishing too early. I was fishing April. I didn't know I was fishing too early, but I put my traps up there. I wasn't catching anything. I started looking on the shore. There were crawfish claws and parts everywhere. And so I came back like 2 months later and I caught all kinds of crawfish. I was just too early. A lot of people start too early, get frustrated, figure out, hey, I'm not good at this. They're just not in the season, Jerry.
That's right. Now, I hope those tips help you in finding good places to crawfish. And now, we're going to bring you on the next episode of Hack 3 is good crawfishing traps.
Right on, Jerry.